What's up? Yeah, I fucked that one up. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the pre-party. We got J-Man on and Big Smitty, and our host for tonight is Salty and Deer in the Headlights Sprinkles. We're going to be having us some fun here. You know the pre-show is all about fun, especially when you get it on Hollywood's channel. We have some good stuff happening, but we wanted to do the introductions, and guess who I got sitting next to me? China Doll. I was just in hell yesterday with the yuppies at her reunion, and we'll be talking about more about that on tomorrow's Morning Hoot. But I am going to throw the show. It is their debut, Salties and Sprinkle. If you guys don't know, they have a killer channel. So does Smitty, so does J-Man. Get your hooligan butts over there and go subscribe. And Wildon will be here later on, man. He's over there playing with a taco or something. I don't know. But go ahead, Salty. It is yours, my man.
All right. I got the whole floor to myself. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this bandwidth and time, man.
Oh, man. You know, last week it was like, hey, Salty, I was PMing him in the private chat. I was like, dude, talk.
Yeah, actually, I went back and watched it, and I was like, man, I was just like this the whole time, like
deer in the headlight.
I would talk a little.
Killing you not
Yes.
to be able to talk.
I do like to talk a lot, so there's Wildon2s.
There's Wildon2s. Where's the old lady?
Eating my fucking tacos. That's what I'm doing.
That's what I told you. I told you he was playing.
Eating tacos on a live stream. So I had to do this,
I just literally got from the airport, so
can y'all see that? I had to get a different shirt on for today.
Well, hey, while we're at it, Wild, there you go, man. Since you're the king of the t-shirts, we all had to step up our t-shirt game.
I have a good one for later, but I'm wearing this one for now. So,
Well, Salty, go ahead, man. It's yours. We're gonna see how you do.
Let's start off with a little introduction about our channel, Salty and Sprinkles. Been doing it about a year. November 2nd will be our 1 year. Decided to start this adventure after deleting Facebook, since I've rehashed and got Facebook again, so that doesn't even count anymore. But yeah, just me and Sprinkles riding around with the EMS Angels, our motorcycle club, and we document all of our adventures. We go eat and all kinds of fun shit. Like, that's pretty much what we do, eat and just go see cool stuff. But Sprinkles, she's been riding for how long?
3, 4 years, something like that.
She got the first question wrong. We gotta start over.
just repeat this.
I said 3, 4 years.
4 years. She's been riding for 4 years. She rides an Indian Scout Bobber. I ride an Indian Challenger. And yeah, it's been a good adventure. And we got Big Smitty on here. Big Smitty, you want to go ahead and tell us about yourself, your channel, what you've been doing?
Nobody wants to hear that shit. No. I'm Big Smitty. My channel's Big Smitty Riding. I've been riding for about 20 years or so. I currently ride a Honda Goldwing. The much maligned Honda Goldwing, but that's cool. Man, I just like riding and riding in the area and having a good time. And I'm real shy and real quiet, so I'll try to talk as much as I can. So
yeah, you go ahead and do that. The shy part, and just leave all the stress to me. You'll be all right.
I'll throw you to the wolves, man.
Yeah, I'll take it. But we got Jamin, the big hair biker. When I first logged on, I thought I went on to the wrong live stream. I was like, what is Dog the Bounty Hunter doing on this live stream? And I looked, I was like, that's not Dog the Bounty Hunter. So go ahead and tell me about yourself, man. I've seen you in comments.
I've got a small channel that I'm trying to get. See what? I can't see any comments. Anyway, I got a small channel that I'm trying to get going cars. I do motor vlogs. I do the biker news. Try to anyway. I try to do what Hollywood doesn't. So there you go.
That's cool. We got the Wildon2s, the king of the shirts and eating tacos in front of me. I'm starving. Always starving.
Shirts in the Baby Gap.
Baby Gap. That's what.
Shaggy,
What's up with you?
Fuck. So
You said you went flying today. You're a pilot and you got a motovlog channel.
No, I was doing some business trips, and then I went to Chicago to go watch the Cubs play at Wrigley.
They win?
It went great. No, they fucking lost. They lost Friday, Saturday. I'm not the Cubs fan, so it was my old lady as a Cubs fan. So I got treated her back behind the visitors' dugout. All the Cardinals fans.
Yeah.
You didn't go south of Clark Street, did you?
Oh, yes, I did. I figured something out. You told me, you warned me about that. I go, but there's a lot more girls there too. The girls there think, hey, all the guys are harmless.
Nope.
Hey, I think there's someone.
I did walk through there, but we walked a big circle.
Is there someone next to Smitty?
Oh, Smitty's wife's here.
You got to introduce yourself now. Who are you?
I'm going to keep up with Mrs. Smitty hiding.
We got hiding now. You blew your cover.
I was not aware of my cover going to be blown today.
Well, too late, done.
You don't fucked up.
Sprinkles didn't know we were going to be hosting
the show.
So
No, I did not. No.
Yeah, Sprinkles is pissed at Salty right now because she's like, we're hosting. Like 2 minutes before it started, we're hosting.
That is, yeah. We are hosting.
You go.
Sounds like none of us about it.
And Jamin, he's always supporting a lot of us. Man. He's always in the comment section supporting a lot. So that's awesome.
Every one of you guys.
Yeah, and he's always on there.
So Insane Throttle, thanks for letting us host your channel. Hopefully we don't fuck it up too bad and lose all this.
You already fucked it up, Salty. Let's just.
I wore the shirt though, man. I had to get the shirt game on.
We need to get the camera angle down though, so we can.
I'm not wearing pants, dude.
Hey, the girl viewership will go up.
Yeah, so I got like a 6-pack of Yingling. I got my saddlebag cooler, and I'm set. But yeah, I was like rushing. So I'm not wearing any pants.
Hey, Wild, I told him earlier that they can make money off this whole thing. I said, between get you guys to take your clothes off, I bet I can make double the money y'all do by keeping my clothes on. How much you want to bet?
If we go to Japan, they go by the pounds.
That's awesome. I'll do sumo. Sumo wrestlers make good money, man.
Yes, that is going to be. So if there's any questions in the comments, throw them up. I probably will miss like every single one of them, but you guys can still throw the comments up. So Insane Throttle, you want to tell us about your channel and what you do? I'm sure everyone here already knows it, right?
Oh yeah, man, I think so. Biker news, pissing everybody off and having fun.
Yeah. You get a lot of hate mail?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Oh man, I get all kinds of good stuff, man. Some very interesting stuff.
Really? Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing you can share that's too crazy.
Oh man, I get I get a good stuff. I get the good stuff. It's gonna be some fireworks over on the round table tonight because Hollywood's getting unleashed, man. I had to tell you that.
Oh really?
See, Hollywood's someone people they underestimate a lot. I'll tell you what. He carries his balls with him everywhere, so he's not scared of talking what he believes in. So
yeah, that's good. But check the comment section. Smitty,
What's up?
what are you doing, man?
My wife was whispering, how long do I have to be in here? I'm not comfortable. And now she's going to be pissed. Why'd you say that in front of everybody? You're an asshole.
Well, look at Sprinkles. What's up with Sprinkles, man? Why does she look like a deer?
She looks like she's posing for glamour shots.
I can answer questions. I don't know how to come up with any.
The funny thing is that she feels the exact same way Sprinkles feels right now. So like they're both looking at each other going,
oh, we got Dibs in here. Dibs is going to be on the round table with us tonight. It's going to be fun one, Dibs. It's going to be a fun one.
All right.
If a man can walk a week in a fortnight, how many apples are there in a bunch of grapes?
What the hell? Yeah, answer that one, Salty.
That question would be because pancakes don't have bones. That's my official answer for that. Do you have any questions?
Put on bum.
We got Setzer Pendants and Skella Steve in there. So I shared this live stream with a bunch of our people that follow us and the people that we support. So that's why I was wanting to have everybody introduce themselves, because I'm sure that there's a couple people that don't know what channels are on here. What is Wildon2s? What bike do you ride, man?
I ride a 2020 Road Glide Limited. I upgraded the 2-1 30 exhaust. I have Wildon2s cleaner, a Power Vision tune, and the Woods XE cam on there.
Yeah, that's badass, man. How much did that increase your like horsepower in the seat of the tank?
I didn't do the numbers. I was going to put it on the Dynatune, but I mean it's tremendously different. I ride two up all the time.
Where is he at?
And I already ride. Let's say I go above speed limits with two people, two up. When I pass cars now, it accelerates at 90 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour. I can just, it just takes off. Before I had a huge lag on it, huge lag.
That's how my stock Challenger was, man. It would get up to like 112, I think, pretty quick. But since I tuned it, it was able to go way faster than that. Probably too fast for my own good, because I got a freaking speeding ticket going to work the other day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The cop had zero sympathy for me. I was like, dude, I'm a nurse. I'm going to the hospital. We have an emergency. And he's like, and you're still speeding. And I was like, all right, cool. Touche. In Houston, what do we say about riding in Houston, Smitty?
Hey, you either become a really good rider in Houston or you die in Houston.
Yeah.
That's it.
Try Chicago.
No two ways around it.
Chicago's insane, but Houston, it's like all high speed and like people are trying to kill you. Setzer Pendants is one of my buddies out in San Antonio, and he calls them like the birthplace of the assassins, because they're always trying to kill us.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, Chicago, they just run red lights everywhere. I noticed that this weekend.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I mean literally take the red lights. They don't even slow down. They just run right through the red lights. It's like
that's what Setzer Pendant said when he came. We met up with him the other day, and he said, "Oh, I knew I was in Houston whenever I was doing 100 miles an hour and cars were passing me." He's like, "Oh yeah, I must be in the outskirts of Houston now." So.
Oh yeah.
So
Texas, everybody speeds in Texas.
Thanks for that. For that donation, man. It's been hell. I just want to say thanks for all what you're doing. Let's see here. It keeps moving up. I've been riding the hell out of my brand new Road Glide. Congrats on that new Road Glide, man. Feeling good all weekend.
Fancy Road Glides. But yeah, actually, when I was 16, I was dating this chick that was in college. This one,
Not in college.
she was in college. She was in summer. But I told her that the stop signs that have the white around them were optional, that you could just roll right through. Completely joking around. And
hey, I got a question for Sprinkles.
What's that?
What got you into riding? Because I know my old lady next to me, she can't even ride a mini bike without falling down.
Yeah, tell the story.
I didn't want to die on the back seat.
That's not fucking true at all.
Hey, the good thing about it is that
Wait a minute, that's what my wife.
You're going in and out, J-Man.
My internet sucks. Sorry.
He's on the 1997,
We got the AOL dial-up stuff.
Am I there now?
Are you there? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, let's start donations for Gemins for a nice mic and high speed.
Yeah. He upgraded to Windows 95 before this started, he said. So,
So, Sprinkles, what got, were you nervous the first time you got on?
Yeah, he wouldn't let me learn how to ride on his bike, so he went out and bought me a bike to learn on.
Hold on.
Yes, I was, but it was all parking lots, and once I got out of the parking lot, I loved it.
Yeah. She couldn't even hold my bike up and she was like, "You're not gonna let me ride on it?" I'm like, or learn on it. I'm like, "No, you can't even hold it up."
You had a Dyna then.
You couldn't hold it up.
I could.
Well, at least you can hold the bike up. She couldn't hold up a freaking mini bike.
I will attest, hey, for real, after riding with them, Sprinkles can ride her ass off. I'm more comfortable riding next to her side by side than I am a whole bunch of other people. So she flat out can ride, man. She's a good
Yeah.
rider for real.
Hey, Sprinkles, let me ask you a question. Since you've been doing getting on YouTube more as, of course, a female writer and blogger, have you been getting more maybe comments or meeting other female motovloggers or?
Yeah, I chat with a couple of them through like Instagram, and I'm more on Instagram than anything. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Salty's on Pinterest. I saw him a lot on
Pinterest and TikTok for sure.
TikTok, yes.
I'm just getting
What's
used
wrong with
to it.
TikTok, man? What?
Nothing wrong with TikTok. I like TikTok. It's
I
funny.
love some TikTok, man. I'm all about getting on TikTok and shaking that money.
My homepage was always about dogs. Now it's all sad shit. People dying, fighting, and I'm like, obviously, I look at the wrong crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't
I'm
know.
on the whole the fat
What's that?
guys dancing sites where I'm at, so I don't know what I don't know where you're looking at, but
I don't know, but I don't know how TikTok works. But every time I logged on, because I was like, we have, our 13-year-old, she was always on TikTok. I'm like, man, every time I log on to TikTok, there's like exotic dancing, all this scandalous stuff. And they're like, that's because of your search engine. I was like, no, that's not how that works. But I go on.
It is. Yeah, I know. Busted.
It's all the likes. Oh, whatever he likes, it just goes with it.
I don't think
So,
that's
so did you?
You like girls with big asses?
okay. I gotta put
Have you checked his history of videos that he likes? Or do you hide them?
So Sprinkles, did you pick your bike or did he pick your bike?
Oh, this is a good story, actually.
Wait, my first one or the one I have now? He picked my first one. I gave him full range to pick a good bike for me to learn on that I could hold up. So I actually learned on an R3.
Oh,
I had it for about a year. And then I accidentally found my bike. So I just happened to sit on it in the shop, didn't even know what it was. And I was like, oh, I want this bike. So I ended up with it.
Yeah, I was at a Kawasaki dealership. We were up there to get some an oil change and stuff on my bike because I was riding a Kawasaki Vaquero at the time. And she's like, oh, my God, you got to come check this bike out. It feels perfect. And I looked down. I'm like, of course you would say that. It's an Indian. So I made it like a year. But what, about a year? No, I didn't even make it a year before.
Like 10 months maybe.
I got tired of everyone going, at the bars, they'd be like, hey, man, when are you going to buy a real bike like your wife's? And when are you going to buy a man's bike? Because I was on a Kawasaki.
I was still going to ask you that, Salty. When are you?
Damn it, still. Got a couple road glides in my search engine if things don't work well with the Challenger.
I just talk shit.
She's always. I usually don't look bikes that long.
It's
that Indian?
Well, I was watching one of your videos and you were taking everybody around the Goldwing, man. That's like the Cadillac of freaking the road and motorcycles.
I'm getting a T-shirt made that says Goldwing because Cadillac doesn't make motorcycles. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. What made you go for the Goldwing?
Well, first of all, Salty's saying everybody's was making fun of him for his bike. Dude, I get made fun of everywhere I go with you over my bike, so don't even act like it doesn't happen to anybody else.
We went through that too. He had a Goldwing for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Every time we go somewhere, man, my bike is quiet as shit, and they love revving their pipes. And if I rev mine at the same time, it sounds like it's close. But no, I chose the Goldwing. I had a Valkyrie before this, and I'd ridden Harleys, and I had Harleys, I had Victory, and then I had the Honda Valkyrie, and then I got the Goldwing. And man, I just wanted something that was smooth and easier to ride, and just I could do a bunch of miles with. So
that's what I got my old lady for.
Yeah, well, we got 4 kids.
I'm just lucky. She was going to be on, but she's not feeling good after the flight, so she's chilling.
Was it bad weather?
It's how you fly, right?
No. It was. She had. It's hard when she's like, no. She had surgery last week, so then she's still hurting a little bit from it. So
that's not fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, we were actually in Galveston, and one of the guys in my chapter, he actually bought the exact same bike as Smitty. So we had parked it right outside the watering hole. We were eating and drinking some beers, and he had previously traded in a Challenger that was super pretty. But everybody came over to the bike and was looking at my Challenger and literally overpassed him the entire time. And he goes, I'm going to have to get used to this. I'm like, yeah, Smitty can help you with the psychological issues with owning a Goldwing.
Just drink a lot.
That's the first time I ever heard a motorcycle described as pretty.
Yeah. I just drink a lot. Yeah.
You just drink all your sorrows?
That's what I do. I drink my sorrows away. You know.
Hollywood, what kind of bike do you have, Hollywood? You got, what is it, Fat Boy?
He has two.
I got a Lowrider S. I traded the Fat Boy in for that, and then I got a Boulevard.
All right.
And next year, I'm angling to get a Goldwing, man. I don't care what kind of bike it is.
Look at Smitty's super happy.
Hell yeah. We're taking the road back one wing at a time, baby.
I break it up. My long bike, I want a Goldwing. My mid-range is my Boulevard, and my short range is my Lowrider.
Because the low rider's back seat is not that comfortable for long rides at all.
No.
It's fat as hell. Like, it's fast as hell.
It's such a thin seat back on the back. I come home, I feel like I literally got off a horse, and I don't mean an iron one.
You want to tell us about the time we rode the Dyna Street Bob to Florida and back?
Couldn't walk for a couple days.
And it wasn't because of you, Salty.
I won a lot of money at the casino, so I got a little extra love that weekend. But no, I had just wrecked my Ultra Classic, and all I had was a Dyna left, and we had this plan to go to Florida. And
we had to go for the wedding venue. That's where we got married.
Yeah, we got married in Florida, so we had to go. And I was like,
Who wants to drive? Who
wants to drive, right? We'll get on a Dyna and ride a couple thousand miles over the weekend. But yeah, it was no windshield. The seat was like that thin, and it was rough. But she actually, like I said, she's been a trooper ever since she started her motorcycling. Because when she came up and visited me in Tulsa, we rode to Oklahoma City and back, and it was like 40 degrees and raining. It was the first time she'd ever been on a bike before. So
and all I had was a hoodie.
Yeah, and then I felt bad for having rain gear, so all I had was a hoodie too. But yeah, we're actually getting into good riding here in Texas. I know, Wild, you're in San Antonio, right? So we can actually like ride without sweating for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today it was like
Maybe,
80.
You know what? That is old school right there. Process. My old lady used to ride on the fender. I knew then she was a hard ass. Process. A lot of these new jacks don't understand what we all went through back then, man. It's all different now.
Eric,
I had an old BSA Classic, man. So a 650cc bike. I tried to two up on that one. I didn't go so well.
I bet you wish you never got rid of that BSA, man. I know because my first.
Well, I fucked up. I was about 23 years old when I bought it from someone. I forgot. It was the neighbor's husband passed away. He was old as hell. She didn't know what she wanted to do with the bike. I picked it up, put duct tape, fixed as much as I can. People were helping me out because that was my first bike. I rode it for about 8 months to a year and something like that. Then some guy offered me money and I sold it. And I got an iron. And then looking back, yeah, I made a bad decision. Big time.
Smitty, old Uncle Shaggy's on you right now. Go.
He's on you too. He's on you too because you're gonna get one.
Whole wings equal no street cred.
Don't throw Smitty by himself.
It is what it is. I never had any street cred before. It didn't. I mean, shit, that ain't gonna change nothing. So
You guys, speaking of regretting selling things, what was your guys' biggest regret on selling a bike? I know I've had a few.
77 Bonneville. That's what I started out on. I wish I never sold it because I'd be rich right now.
Same thing with me, the BSA Classic.
To be honest with you, I ride them all into the ground, so I've never sold a bike.
Never sold a bike ever? Just ride them till they break?
Never sold. And not technically, I've sold a bike because they've been in my name, but I'm not the one that buys and sells it. So,
That's awful.
But,
awful advice for
the
listening.
I wish I never got rid of that 77. I know Wildon2s with the BSA. Those English bikes, man, they were monsters. They could ride. You'd have beat them up and they still keep going.
Yeah, that thing rode. I mean, nothing. It was great.
Makuni carbs, man.
Yeah, I had a 2006.
I've been Suzuki for almost 30 years now. So,
Damn.
What about electric bikes? What do you guys think about? I know what I think, but what do you guys think? Since you guys are closer to electric bikes.
You guys might be surprised, but the one bike I do want hardcore is a Pan American.
So I actually saw one.
That's not surprising.
Oh, I'd love that.
That Pan America, I just saw one at the beach today, and it had exhaust on it, and it sounded freaking insane. It was actually pretty badass sounding, but it was like that green color. I think that'd be a pretty cool bike to just romp around on and be able to not get stuck in traffic jams. I'd probably commit a few crimes riding that bike.
Only thing with the Pan America, I don't think it's going to be able to break into that genre with the younger kids because you already got the African Twin and you got a lot of BMWs out there. And a lot of
Kawasaki makes some adventure bikes so they're really affordable.
Right. But with Pan America, man, the kids ain't going to spend that kind of money.
No, that's a lot of money, especially with the BMW on how well that thing. I heard it does pretty good though, as far as compared to the BMW.
Right. Well, we'll see as it keeps going.
And then 20.
And if you're talking about electric motorcycles, there's the live wire's never going to take off. I don't think they got it overpriced. You got the Zero motorcycle. If you're going to get an electric, you're going to want to go with Zero.
Yeah. No, the technology on the other companies it's just way better than what Harley had put together. But we were actually in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and we were like, she was parking her bike. All of our bikes were turned off. And I had my phone out. I think we were taking a picture of the bike under this tree. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy's like, "What you guys doing?" And it scared the living shit out of me. I was like, "Well, who the fuck? Where'd you come from?" And he was on an electric bike and literally like drove into this like parking lot and got behind me and like in my ear, like he could have stabbed me like 16 times and I wouldn't have even known because that electric bike was so quiet. So no, I don't think that'd be good to ride on the street, man. Like,
now, you see how you make fun of my bike for being quiet? There's a reason. The big man can be sneaky. You never know where I'm coming from. You never know.
Maybe that's a good painting scheme. It could be like a ninja.
It is. I'm gonna have Colin paint it. Remember the Chris Farley movie where he was the fat ninja? That's when I've been painting my bike. That whole thing.
Well, JW said,
you gotta be careful with the Texas heat and that goalie, man. That shit will melt pretty quick, though, wouldn't it?
You're not funny.
It'll start denting in.
It's not an ice cream cone, man. It's a motorcycle. Come on.
Well, JW said he got in a wreck on an electric. They are fast, lots of torque, super quiet. Blame some of that on the wreck, but like anything else, people need to open the eyes. This is true, man. But with electric, I think in about 20 years, that's what's going to be the mainstay of motorcycles and cars.
Oh, that's going to be cars, planes, motorcycles.
Yeah, everything's going to be electric. Do you think they can put like speakers on it to make it sound like an engine? So you can like rev it up and like might sound like a goalie?
So I've downloaded a bunch of motorcycle sounds to my phone now so that when I ride with you guys, because I have like 15 sources that I can go to because it's a Gold Wing. I hit the right one, hit the volume up. It's going to sound amazing. You're going to be jealous.
You're going to have to put an amp to your speakers because those speakers aren't that loud, though.
It's in the works, man. It's in the works. Don't worry about it. I've got it all under control.
Yeah. So
have you ever the Ninja?
What's that, man?
He builds the Ninja. He builds electric bikes, electric cars, different shit.
No.
It's a badass show. I checked him out. It's called The Ninja.
The Ninja? Cool. Yeah, I know there's a company up in Canada that makes it's escaping me, but they have a like equivalent to 200 horsepower. It's like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. And the actual like controls move electronically. So like you can have it for a more relaxed position. You can go more aggressive. And like when that came out, I was like, there's no way the live wire is going to, if anybody's looking for a fast electric bike, that thing's going to take the cake because of how how technologically advanced it is compared to the live wire.
Oh my god, that's like a big dog.
Our dogs go crazy. Every live stream we're on.
Hey, Smitty, you got a supporter out there. Michael says he rides Harleys now, but always liked the Goldwing. Everyone knows, but hates admitting that it's a much better bike all around.
Well, look at there. Every once in a while, you get somebody that with some common sense in the chat. I can't believe it. Gosh damn. I mean, what a small world we live in. That's amazing. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I've been getting my balls busted for the last 30 fucking minutes for these guys. So thank you for stepping up. I appreciate it.
Just a little remorse.
Hey, Jammin says he hadn't been busted up. Thanks, man. Jay, man, I appreciate you.
So we got to ask Victoria a question. How do you feel about the Goldwing? You like the back seat? Is it adequate, or is he going to be having to buy a new seat?
No, the back seat's nice. I did not really ride on the Valkyrie very often, mainly because we're super busy, and now there's crying in the other room. I gotta go.
Well, that's a good one.
And she's gone.
He's like, there's a kid screaming in the other room. I'll catch you later.
I'm outie.
Hey, Sprinkles wants to borrow our kids so that she can leave too. Yeah.
Oh, no. We're not going to go that far.
No.
You can just blame it on the dog.
Sprinkles has been to the house. When her and Salty left the house, they both had to take Valium because having 4 kids, they're like, oh my God, how do y'all do that, dude? So
Your house is definitely full of energy, that's for sure.
Yeah,
And anybody that's in the chat that has channels, send them over to my email. I'll take a look at them. What I look for is constant posting and having fun, and I'll feature you on our Thursday deal. We got a lot of good channels coming up on Thursdays, but it's been a real fun time letting everybody know the different channels that are out there. A lot of good stuff, man. Wildon2s is the one that actually introduced me to all the moto vloggers. Kick butt, man. You guys do a killer. I try it, and it's like, dude, I want to throw this thing through a window. But Wildon2s, man, tell me about the moto vloggers.
Well, like I said, the past weeks, obviously you can tell a lot of moto vloggers, they follow each other, support each other. It's not like in some other genres that people start kind of talking shit, reporting channels. Majority
like
of
ours?
Yeah. Majority of us, because that's why I was a little different in the way I talked about MC stuff, but I'm a moto vlogger. So it was a little different for me to fit in with some moto vloggers, but they always support me. I go to their channels, they go to my channels. And that's why I thought it would be a great idea, because there's some badass small channels. I call them small channels because of subs, but they put so much effort in their editing. Sometimes their content's like really great content. They're funny and they're just laid back, and it's just they have no pressure about what they're doing, and they put out some good stuff. So that's why I recommended that would be a great idea to start kind of intertwining motor vloggers with the MC style. So then our subs can kind of see different content from each other. So. Yeah.
Now there was one episode for J-Man's show that I really enjoyed. He was upside down during it. It was great.
I saw raptors in one of the when he was walking around. I got to figure out what that was about.
He was literally upside down during the show, so I was like,
how long do you guys take to edit your videos and stuff?
It was like not a big process, but then I ended up getting a MacBook Pro and like getting the actual editing software, and it was a painful transition. But now I got it down. It takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to get like one of those simple edits out. Like we just went to Oklahoma and Arkansas, so it's like tons of footage, and that's taken me a lot longer. So it just depends on what you got, what you accumulate on the old SD drives. And
yeah, well, mine is pretty short, pretty straightforward. I go a couple shots, and I record it 2 to 3 times, and I just pick the one that I didn't stumble on. Talking, and my edits are a lot quicker that way compared to when I first started. I was trying to just record and edit, and I was like, fuck that. So I just started my memory is really good short-term memory, so I memorize a lot of articles really quick, but then I'll lose it in 3 days. But so I can repeat a lot of stuff verbatim. So that helps me out.
Hell on
That's
2
not
wheels.
so sweet.
He's still editing footage from July.
Yeah, that's a lot of footage to go through. Smitty, how long does it take you? Because you're doing it on an iPad, right?
I do on an iPad, and I use iMovie still, man. I use real simple stuff because I'm not very intelligent. So, but it just depends. Like when we go for a long ride, like we went that ride down to Woody's, and I had about 2.5, 3 hours worth of footage probably total. Man, sometimes it takes, I don't know, man. It'll take me 2, 3, 4 hours on simple ones, and an hour and a half, and I'm done.
I love Shaggy's comment here, guys. Edits? What the? We are bikers, not actors.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just know. Mr. 1%er talking crap. He's on YouTube. He's on YouTube. That's his transition. He's on YouTube now, and he's loving it. And I don't want to hear it, Shaggy. Next thing you know, he's going to be wearing these bedazzled Uncle Shaggy, hashtag Uncle Shaggy. He's going to have a tank top next.
Well, what's the thing that's good about Shaggy? He just turns on the camera and just talks it like it is, man. I
He's
love
like
that.
That's
We'll have to
just
give
like
him a shirt.
I really like about that. Dibber gets on. There's no edit. He just talks, right? He gets on there and talks. So, and that's what I like about Shaggy when I first saw him. So
No flash, no flare. I like that. He just talks, goes to a subject, gives you his opinion, gives you his experience in it. It's straightforward. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about a year he's going to get into all the theatrics, Wildon?
A year? Give it 2 months. Hey, wait. Go. We'll get onto his computer. I'm going to go to wherever he lives. Go on his browser. I bet he's going to all this stuff. He's like typing in right now.
Well, he's already getting into analytics and stuff like that, so he's started.
I'm telling you, it's starting.
It's like an addiction, man. It just goes downhill. We'll have to get him a shirt that says like "I'm ready for my close-up," something like that. Ready for my close-up. But yeah,
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Seville.
He's got a lot of good stuff on his channel.
His next thumbnail is going to be him posing on his bike with someone dumping buckets, suds on him. Just.
Oh shit!
I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but whatever.
Yeah, you are. I was about to say he's going to give you a ton of shit for this. You know that, right?
Hey, I say stuff knowing, so that don't bother me.
Jared, I'm an active former Southside rocking on Southside, huh? Piston, of 6 years active, would like to get involved promoting the biker lifestyle and our reputation. Email me that, Jared, info@insanethrottle, bikernews.com. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
That's not Southside that you told me not to go, right?
No, I told you not to go south on Clark Street because you'll run into a lot of Blue Oyster bars.
Yeah, no, but I couldn't even get in anyways, man. I don't have my shot, so they.
You don't have the card.
No, for COVID, what was it? The vaccine. I don't have my vaccine, so they wouldn't let me in.
You might get a lot of free drinks, man. You never know.
That's why I was going there. I needed someone to pay my drinks.
Yeah, the drink tab's all cheap there. But,
you want to be a gay dancer, Wild.
I think he can pull it off.
If it pays, though, right, Wild?
Hey, Hollywood, I got a question. For everything that you've been doing on the, the news and like all that stuff, do you ever have to like really think about like, hey man, there's some stuff I can't talk about? Does it ever get like just fumbled up like with your previous history and like the stuff that's happened around the country? You ever on a situation where you're like, oh man, I can't talk about that? Does that ever come across the path, or you just
with biker news, because it's a business. I'm part of ONA and stuff like that, which is news associations. They got people like CBS, ABC in there. I talked to some of them reporters, and you just got to report it as it is. You got to give I try to give clubs a second voice, but when stuff is done where you can't hide it, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and try to cover for you. There's a lot that goes on between my channel and other channels because, well, you're amplifying it, and my comeback is always, well, don't be in the fucking news if you don't like it. It's your problem, not mine. I did have a problem recently with Discovery Plus. They and by the way, if you got a YouTube channel, you're going to want to do this, is make sure you talk about your licensing on your description, because they hijacked some of my material and put it on their show for what's it called? Andrew Glick.
Yeah.
So usually you got to sign release forms and stuff. There's one I'm in post-production with National Geographic. So yeah, I had to sign release forms for that, but Discovery Plus just hijacked my stuff.
Just took it from your channel, put it on theirs, and claimed it. Probably monetized it.
Yeah, well, no, Discovery Plus is Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they took that shit and just said screw Hollywood.
That's crazy. So for all your topics, are you scouring the internet and always looking for the next thing that you're to talk about? Like, I mean, because it's almost like damn near daily, right?
Usually it's going to be daily, but I'm a member of the AP, so I get all my stuff off the wire. You know, it's new stuff right off the wire every day. Either that or Reuters. But usually, you know, Biker News goes back to 1997 when Biker News Network came on. White Trash used to be out there.
Yeah.
And we did it because back in the day, it was like, damn, man, we don't know what's going on until Easy Riders came out, the magazine every month. And when the internet popped on, it was a lot easier to get the information that needed to be out there. But it causes a lot of issues. You'll see fireworks on tonight's round table about that stuff. The one thing people don't understand is we're entertainment.
Yeah.
We're not educational. You do not want to listen to me when it comes to that kind of stuff with clubs. You're going to hear an an opinion, an op-ed from me, and it pisses a lot of people off, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I got to thank Thinking Aloud. Hi, folks, rode in Sturgis in 80s and have not ridden since. Next week, I'm picking up 98 Softail. Congrats, man. Hell yeah. Congrats. But that's the problem I come with Biker News. You ask about I get between 2 to 3, maybe on a busy day, 400 emails of saying how much of a cocksucker I am.
Really?
Oh man! So you just get to read it all. You just probably just trash it right away, like whatever. Keep going.
Well, you know, one of the things I learned about having a channel is you want to respond to everybody, even if it's a one-word type of response, because I value the people that follow me because they took the time to actually put that comment. So I'm going to take my time and respond to them. So that's one thing I always learned how to do. That's what I suggest for the newer channels.
Let's just say he spends at least 16 hours in here a day.
Wow.
Man.
Between all our shows. See, YouTube's my secondary.
Right.
I really didn't put a lot into YouTube because my generation was, okay, Facebook came out. We got 77,000 followers on our Facebook page. But I was always a radio guy, and I got into it because of Charlie Brechtel over Good Time Charlie at BIC Radio.
Hell yeah.
And my radio station's actually my biggest platform. Biggest one. We play music 24/7. Then we got the Morning Hoot. My personality's more Morning Hoot than it is what you see on the videos. So listen to that show. You'll see what, my personality is. You know, my old lady over here was embarrassed of me yesterday. We're going to talk about that on the Morning Hoot. She was all nervous and shit like that for me going to her reunion.
Oh, the yuppie.
She was afraid of what's going to come out of my mouth.
Well, have you met him? Come on.
But if you're going to start a channel and you got to worry about what other people have to say, then you're in the wrong business. You got to have the thickest skin around. And that's the best thing I can tell the smaller channels is just be you and screw your haters, man, because they're just jealous because they can't be you.
Well, me and Salty have talked about that because from the very beginning, people are like, "Oh, dude, you're trying to be Shade Tree Surgeon, man." I'm like, "What? Like, are you trying to?" I was like, "How am I trying to be Shade Tree? We're nothing alike." The guy I'm married before kids, and we're way different. People are like, "Oh, you're just trying to be just like him." I'm like, I just started ignoring that shit and doing my own thing. But back to you, Hollywood. It's funny because I remember that's how I used to find out what was going on in the MC world or going on in the biker world was your podcast. Listen to your podcast and then find it. And then Biker News Network was how, we just go research and find out what's going on. And that's how we learned until you got on, until we started being able to watch you all the time and listen all the time. Because you were like the source for news for us. We didn't know what the hell was going on, so.
Well, J-Man, he's getting into it now. He focuses on a lot of the good stuff that's going on in the scene, which is cool. Because let's face it, when you get into the club stuff, you're going to have supporters that hate you from every damn club there is. And it's usually them that give you the headaches. It's not the actual MCs, it's them. Or you got people, hell on two wheels. I've already pissed off a lot of molar vloggers because of my blunt personality. Well, hell on two wheels. What I can say to that is these younger kids, they don't know how to take older guys because we have a different way of thinking than they do. And I'll mention this in the round table. They want to live off of the stuff the older guys have done, but they have not. But Biker News is, I started throwing in the good stuff in the beginning of the show because not everybody wants to hear about all the bad stuff. But you're going to get haters out there, man. And Shade Tree's a good guy. He's a great entertainer. But Smitty, I like what you're doing. You're a natural in front of the camera, man. That's why you're allowed to be on anything that I do because you entertain me.
Well, I'm making people laugh is my thing. Being a fat goofball, I've been able to do that good for years, man. I got that going on. So,
well, you're the fat funny guy.
That's right. Everybody loves the fat funny guy. I mean, damn.
Right. Where Salty's more the professional plus he's EMS, and everybody knows that I support.
No. Hey, time out. No. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't give a shit. That guy down there, you don't know how many times you get a text message going, "Hey, man, you think it's okay to put this on my video?" Fuck no. Don't do that. His wife, Sprinkle sitting out there.
I already tell him no, and then he goes and asks Smitty.
Right.
And I'm like,
I have a two-stage system.
It is. And then and he'll be like, "Damn, dude, Sprinkle said the same thing." Well, why did you even come to me? Well, I just wanted to be sure. Bullshit. Trust her. You can't say that in the video because he'll come up with some fucked up shit and be like, "I think this is funny. It's hilarious, but you can't say that, dude. You can't do that. Don't do it, man."
Yeah, they when they talk about the N95 masks for this whole bullshit, and I'm like, man, I've had an N95 mask in my brain for like ever because 95% of the stuff I say, I'm not allowed to say it, but I've been telling these guys it for off the camera, and they're like, "Man, well, how does this even come to your head? Like that's disturbing stuff, man." I'm like, working in the healthcare system and EMS and working in the military. It's the stuff you see on a daily basis. Just you got to take everything with a grain of salt and laugh about it because you never know. Tomorrow might be your last day, man. And when you see death and dying like every single day, just live life all lighthearted
that's why we get along because I work one of those jobs where the plant can blow up. So we're working a place that you go to a place that it can blow the fuck up any day. So you're like, so that's why our sense of humor, both of us, is pretty messed up. That's why we get along because we both have a really horrible sense of humor. So
sorry guys, see that's what I love about brotherhood. My boy, just Cowboy, he just comes to my house without me noticing, walks in the back and says hi. He didn't want to be on camera though. So.
I thought you were gonna do another one of those whoosh.
Oh no.
And then I saw a man dude in there, and I was like,
Yeah. Because he was
Well,
watching
guys,
my old lady's daughter while we were gone, so he dropped her off and just snuck in here. I was like, "Hey, come on the show." He's like, "Nope."
we got to get ready to go over to the round table, me and Wildon2s. Make sure everybody comes over to Black Dragon's channel. It's going to be a good one tonight.
I need the link.
Yeah, you didn't get an email?
No.
It's in our chat in WhatsApp.
Well, forward it to me. Could you forward it to me?
Yeah, I can get it for you. But we appreciate Salty and the Deer Sprinkles.
A little bit.
The Bambi. We're going to call it
Leave her
Bambi.
alone. She did good.
We already have a Bambi in our chapter.
Oh, dang.
I'm proud of you, Sprinkles. I'm proud of you.
If you guys ever want to be on the Morning Hoot, you guys can come on the radio. That's a worldwide deal. A lot of people are on that one. Our numbers are huge on the radio station. So if you guys ever want to promote over there, if you guys are in the community section and want your channels promoted on Thursdays, email it info@insanethrottlebikernews.com. Make sure you go over to Salty Sprinkles, Wildon2s, J-Man, Smitty, and really subscribe, man. They got some great content over there. Anybody else got anything before we got to hit it?
Hey, thanks, Hollywood. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you doing this
Thanks
for
for
us.
being on, everybody. See you on the round table.
All right, man. See you guys later. Thanks, everybody. Get your butts over there. It's going to be a steamy one.
We'll be there.